think I can add it in right here. Yup. Stop it. Remove this destination and then re-add it. Okay. Remove. Okay. This really isn't that hard. It's pretty self-explanatory, but
it's never that easy, though, Tyler.
It's never that easy. Okay, once this goes... All right. Let's see. This might be working.
Yep, you're on live. I'll get you here.
Oh,
Hey-o, hey-o.
Oh my God, it worked.
It worked.
I don't know if that's working. I would assume it is. It says it should be. Welcome to the first ever live stream of the plus size models. This has been some work trying to get this all figured out, but hopefully everything works. It's me and Tim Brown, the bearded uplander.
What's up, everybody?
He is finally moved.
Woo!
He made his last trip.
Finally.
He was drinking beer here a few minutes ago. I have no idea if he's still drinking beer or not. However, he switched over to the big mug.
Oh, Stanley. Well, Stanley and Stanley. I mean,
You betcha.
that's fitting.
Yes, sir. Well, guys, thank you very much. I'm hoping that there's some people actually joining in. We do have some people that are kind of stacked up here live. Looks like there's quite a few people joining in. Welcome. Thank you guys very much for coming on. This is going to be a ton of fun. We're going to try to do this twice a month. And as we're going, Wes is over here actually watching it live on his phone. There's about a 12-second delay here. So if somebody says something completely ridiculous, apparently there is an option to just boot them. But he's kind of making sure that everything's working over here on his end. Tim is there just looking excellent with his beard just solid right just there.
Solid gray.
Yeah, I got to cut in for a second. Mark, it's not beer.
Yeah. And if you hear us laugh, that means that we read the comment before the reaction comes. Yep. So
like I said, Wes just got up here today. Finally, that was his last trip of actually getting stuff moved. It's going to be a ton of fun. We got a bunch of stuff coming up this fall, and this is kind of the first official kickoff to what we've been talking about now for the last month. So with no further ado, anybody that wants to jump in, you just got to send Tim your email address to his DMs at the Bearded Uplander. He'll add you into the video. If you guys want to tell us a hunting story, if you want to ask us a question, if you want to talk about baseball, anything but politics, we're not going to talk about politics.
No politics.
That's hard pass on all that. Other than that, anything else you guys want to talk about, we are here for it. Instagram's going to boot us off after an hour. So we're going to go from, I think we've turned it on at 7:28. We're going to go until 7:30 or 8:38, or 8:28, whatever, math, hard. But I'm gonna have Dylan Kraus from down in Kansas is gonna be our first caller, call in, email addressee. His mustache is looking pretty great. I'm gonna let him jump on.
It's not quite George status, but it's getting there.
It's pretty close. Dylan, can you hear
us?
Hey guys,
it does look good.
That's a good looking mustache, man. How's it going?
pretty good. We're just got into camp for Labor Day weekend. Just got my dogs all fed. They're over relaxing on the tie out, and he caught me just in time for a nice little sunset here.
Nice. How's the weather been down there in Kansas? Has it been pretty hot, or is it starting to cool off a little bit?
I mean, I'd say it was a slightly better year than last year. Still not great. We got a little bit more moisture, but that's not saying much because we pretty much got nothing last year. But the cover's looking nice, and I've been seeing some quail and some pheasants running around lately, and even in town, which has been odd too. So,
how's that new little puppy of yours doing? What's his name?
Percy. Or
okay.
Percy.
I like that.
Would be fancy.
I like that.
It is pretty fancy.
Yeah.
I see he swims like a fish. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah. He's
following you in
loving
your kayak.
Yep, I've been taking him out. I got to get his energy out somehow because he can be a pain in the ass in the house. He hasn't quite figured out his true calling yet as a bird dog. So,
I know the trials and tribulations of the puppy.
oh yeah, you're going through that right now too, aren't you, there, Wes?
Yeah, it's kind of hectic.
Yeah, and congratulations, finally moving to North Dakota.
Promised
I
land.
was happy to hear that for you.
Yeah, man, it's a long time waiting. Glad I finally just took the step and did it.
We're all thinking about doing it.
Yeah,
I know. Some of us just got bigger cojones, and
we'll watch you as being the trial of it.
yeah.
all.
Next, we'll have a little village out here. It'll be called
Oh,
Sharptail
yeah.
Village.
If I have more than one more house added to my place, I have to actually turn it into a subdivision. So it's going to become either the B3 subdivision or Sharptail Ridge subdivision. Either way, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But once George gets his house built out here, if I even want to add another place for me, and he can live in the house that I've been living in, then I have to turn it into a subdivision. So yeah, it's coming.
No.
The Tyler Webster convent out there.
Yeah.
It's the Upland Bird Hunters retirement.
We don't
is what
drink the
it is.
Kool-Aid though.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit different type of Kool-Aid that you guys are drinking out there.
Yeah.
Brown.
I'm still, well, not permanently, but tonight I'm on the wagon. So Wes is drinking. I think he's drinking like iced tea or something, and I'm the LaCroix. And if I can get through the entire podcast without spilling that can on the laptop and the podcasting board, I'll be thrilled.
Oh, and I even broke out the Coors Light to since I was coming on with you guys, and I'm the only one drinking now.
You're the
No,
only
you're
one.
not.
No,
He thinks
no.
it's just iced tea.
I got vodka and Sprite in
There's
here.
a
It's
whole
good.
bar of mixture back here.
Yeah, I even got some whiskey with pheasants on it.
Nice.
Ooh.
So you never know when that's going to get brought out. I mean, Wes did just get up here, so we'll probably end up having some drinks here at some point tonight, just to celebrate.
Well,
I
you
did
don't have to
notice-
think about going hunting yet in the morning.
Yeah.
No, we don't, and it's going to be windy, so we're not going to be able to go fishing either. So we're going to go down, and I got to have Wes take a peek at the wheel bearing on my boat trailer because it started shooting a little bit of oil and grease out last time I pulled it down to the lake, and then we're going to go and scout for some doves and go and try to pick plums. I saw you were out wrecking the plums. You guys must have had a really nice plum mass down there, huh?
Oh, they were everywhere. I only spent 15 minutes getting all those plums. I filled my whole final rice full of it and made a shitload of jam with it, and it's been pretty tasty.
You should put. So here's pro tip for you. Take a glass jar, whatever, quart, whatever, pack it as full of those plums as you can get it. Add a cup of sugar and vodka and put it on a shelf and forget about it for a month. And once that's done, dude, it's so good. It's so good. Just strain it out through a coffee filter, put it back in the jar, and put it in the freezer or the fridge and drink it cold. It's excellent.
I might need to go see if I can. There's any still hanging on the
There
bushes.
should be some left.
See if I can do that
Yeah.
because it was ridiculous this year.
Another pro tip is if you're making jelly, don't try to make it when it's cloudy or dark. Only when the sun is shining.
Really?
What the hell kind of wisdom is
Your
this?
your sure gel will not set.
That
and
sounds
make
like a wives' tale to me.
Nope.
I don't
So
know. I
Wes-
believe
yeah.
Wes when he says shit like that.
If you do it in the dark or a cloudy day, it will not set and you'll have basically syrup.
I basically just did equal parts sugar and berries with the and
Yep.
called it good. I didn't put anything else in there.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be hunting at this year, Dylan? What are your travel plans?
So I'm gonna be meeting up with Katie Willis in Colorado so we can try to get some ptarmigan.
Ptarmigans.
Yeah, some Colorado. I think they have whitetail ptarmigan down there, and then I think I might try to scratch my my blue grouse off the list there while I'm there. Hopefully, I haven't done that yet.
Blue grouse are awesome.
Yeah, I'm really culinarily curious because everybody talks about how good they are, so I really want to try one.
Dude.
All right,
They put
Tyler,
rough
which
grouse
one's
on the
which
list.
one's better? Are we going rough grouse or are we going blue grouse? Which
They're
one's
the
better?
exact same
Same bird,
bird,
exactly.
but a blue grouse is 3
Bigger.
times the size. Same
Totally
bird.
agree.
If you like rough grouse, blue grouse are the
You're gonna
same.
love 'em.
They're just more of it.
Yep.
Yep.
You gonna
I'm-
do the teal opener, Dylan?
Yes, I'm leaving the day after teal opener because I cannot miss teal opener up here. Because
Well, it sounds like it's supposed to be like 55 degrees as a low for Kansas.
really?
That's pretty unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty unusual, and usually it should mean for a new one. We don't have until the second Saturday in September that we.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can get some weather. I'm not seeing any birds yet. I've been kind of looking around a little bit. I haven't seen anything, but usually they roll in like the week of.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few teal around our area, like in the Sioux City area, Sioux Falls area. Quite a
Glad
few.
to hear that. 'Cause I love shooting those things, and they are so tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully,
All
I
right,
can get some.
you're gonna have to keep us posted on your travels out to Colorado. We're gonna boot you. You keep on combing that mustache out. Enjoy that Coors Light and that Boss, that really, really nice Boss koozie.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's right. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Later, bud.
Good talking to you.
All right.
All right,
Number
boys, give
one
me
down.
just a second to send this one on.
Number one down. We're going to have the second one in. So the takeaway there is, sounds like Kansas should be fairly similar to last year. That's what I gleaned from that. I could not shave for 7 years and I wouldn't have a mustache like that.
I've been growing this one for a year.
And it looks like
caterpillar.
It looks like you just got coffee grounds on it.
I kind of did.
Like,
put a little milk on it. Dog lick it clean.
Oh,
you won't even tell it.
I was when I was filming the little video for Instagram, telling everybody that we were going to be doing this tonight. I was out in the middle of the prairie, and after I got done filming it, I was watching part of it back, and I was like, I need to go home and shave because I got a white beard right now, a real white. It was not good. Made me feel old. And then I also 250, 300 yards from the pickup, went into a badger hole, hurt my heel. You know, it's just kind of par for the course, really.
I got you guys a little surprised. For the next guest.
All right.
You guys should like it. He should be coming in.
Coming in hot.
Should be coming in hot. I mean, you guys know him, so this will be an interesting one.
Let's see. I did mention to Travis earlier that we were doing one of these. It's not.
No,
Travis,
it's not Travass.
It's not Travis. Okay.
I wish it was Travass though.
All right. Now I'm stumped. Who else could it be? You know 3 people and we're all here.
I know. The one of you ain't here. Maybe it's Burbach.
It ain't Burbach, I'll tell you that.
Maybe he's busy.
He's never busy. He's a dentist, for God's sakes.
Oh, that's busy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked a question earlier.
What is it? Fire it away.
Difference between Sharpies and young pheasants and all that jazz, which it kind of got answered in the comments, it looked like to me.
Best way to tell first, I mean, once you've seen a couple of them, once you've seen a couple of them flush, they don't fly anything alike. Sharp tails, exactly like Wes is doing, they kind of fly with their whole body like this and then they glide. Pheasants, they just move their wings.
Yep.
But the fastest way to tell is the noise.
Yep.
Sharp tails will cluck like a damn chicken, just and once you hear that, blaze away.
Yep, they giggle at you and they laugh, and then when you miss, they all get up and then they all do it.
Yeah, and young pheasants, period, no sound.
No sound.
Like occasionally you'll get a young rooster to cackle, but that's going to be about it.
Yep.
So that's the best way. I mean, once you've seen a few, and the other thing that people just don't get until you've been out hunting sharp tails, if you're expecting pheasants to flush, you are in way too thick a cover to be chasing sharp tails. If you're
the only time I've ever seen them in like that cover is if you push them into it,
right?
And you watch them, but other than that, you're not going to find them in the same.
The habitat
very
is totally
seldom.
different.
Early in the year, you'll occasionally find some sharp-tailed broods down in some of that thicker cover, like in the bottom of the draws, but it's a long ways away from ag. And the other real good way to tell is that if your dog keeps on relocating, it's not sharp tails. Sharp tails do not run.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah, they don't run.
No,
Especially early season ones. You're late November, they will move, but they ain't gonna 150
Right.
yards.
Their
Right.
moving is 20,
30
feet,
yards, yeah, at the most.
and then they're gonna flush. Yeah, and I understand it's a common thing, especially people coming out west first, their first time chasing sharptails. But once you see a couple of them flush, they're nothing alike, and you don't need to be anywhere near cattails. You don't need to be nothing like that. Now, however, if you are out in Montana, you're hunting some of those brushy draws in the ag fields or whatever. You will flush some pheasants out of that as well. You certainly will. But typically the pheasants are going to be down in the bottoms and the sharptails are going to be up a little bit higher. But just listen for that chuckle. If
Somebody
you hear that
asked
chuckle,
if it's Ron. Is it Uncle Ron?
No, we're having some technical difficulties here.
oh no.
He said that he hasn't got it yet, so I'm gonna send
Must
it to him
be
again.
the old super mustache.
And tell him to tell him to refresh his dang browser or something. I mean, come on, this is a live
don't know
call-in
if he-
show. What the
I
heck
don't
are we
know if
supposed
they.
to
I
do
don't know if they. I don't know if they know what a browser is.
So it is an old person. So
No, that don't mean nothing. We're not. Hey, we're not old, and we don't. Sometimes we don't know what the hell we're doing.
well, I seldom know what I'm doing, but I do
Amen to that.
say that I'm,
I
at
know
least
how to
getting-
refresh my browser.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
You just pull down on it.
Do
That or you
Okay.
click the little circle thing up there. That thing right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Bing.
that one.
Yep.
Yep, right there.
Yep.
We see it.
Uh-oh.
Timmy, you were talking to your boss today, and you wrangled us up a little piece of
Dude.
permission.
Unreal. I got us a piece of private chicken country, and I'm to the moon. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm more excited than anything.
Yep.
Sorry,
Oh.
this is not
Thank
making
you.
me very
Yep.
happy.
Yep. So when we make our big road trip later on this year, for those of you who haven't been part of the conversation, the plan is I got a camera guy coming. We're gonna stop. We're gonna meet with Tim in South Dakota and chase prairie chickens as long as the weather's reasonable, because this is gonna be
Yeah.
December 1. We're not gonna go down there and chase chickens in a blizzard. Not a good idea. Stop 2 is gonna be over there hunting with Tim, chasing some pheasants around for a few days. Then down to Kansas, maybe hunt with Little Kansas, certainly hunt with
Yeah.
Fred. Then down to Arizona, and then up to Nevada, Idaho, maybe Oregon on that side of the snake. We're not sure yet. And then if the weather's reasonable, back here for Christmas and chase some late season roosters around, then bail back to Arizona and go and chase Merns, Gambles, Scalies, less Gambles than Merns.
I'm going to shoot some ducks down there this year.
Yeah. And when
Yeah?
we're down there early, we're going to be able to shoot doves too,
Oh, yeah.
because that's open till the first of the year.
Is it
So-
really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell yes.
And every
Yeah.
time
Okay, I
I've
sent it-
been
I
there-
resent it to him, so hopefully he can get on. Otherwise, we'll go to the next. one.
Otherwise, we go to the next one. That's right. So, do you guys have a dove season in Iowa, Tim?
Yep, opens up on Sunday.
Ours too.
Got a wheat field that was cut about a month ago, and he finally got the straw off it a couple weeks ago, and it is just dirty.
Really?
It's just dirty. There's a lot of doves, but there's quite a few pigeons, so we're gonna shoot them
makes it
too.
even more fun.
That got us permission. I mean, we have to shoot pigeons. I mean, my buddy will eat them,
Oh, yeah.
so
They're
they were pretty good. I thought they were all right. And
Yeah, they're just a tougher dove, really.
yeah, that's, I mean,
like
a darker meat. Yeah,
rough grouse and blue grouse, same thing. Doves, pigeons,
Pigeon.
same
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
Just bigger version, more exercised.
but
I
man,
mean,
are they fun when they come into them decoys?
do you guys call them graders and lessers?
We should. No, we usually just see there's a couple that are like white and copper color. Like, get that one. Don't
I got a white one.
Oh,
Yeah.
a banded one.
get that one.
Yeah.
We got a
Absolutely.
couple. There's like 100 of them there, I bet. And it's a feed lot, so right across the road, so it works really well.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I think our plan is tomorrow we're going to go and check on that boat trailer, scout for some doves. Hopefully try to find some. It is the Mackin stash. There he is.
Did you get him?
He's right
Oh, he's
there.
finally here.
Oh,
Someone that didn't know how to refresh their browser because I'm terrible. I am jacked up. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are not.
Undog
What are you-
Brian, baby.
oh,
my
that's
gosh.
great.
What are you drinking?
Oh, yeah,
Apple
yeah,
juice
turn my mic up.
or Metamucil mixed in that water?
Are you on your laptop or on your phone, George?
I'm on. Well, my phone's over here, but my laptop. I'm actually on my laptop. If I only got the link through to the email, it took it.
Okay, so up on the top of your board, there's a little plus button on your volume. Turn that sucker all the way up. That way we can hear you.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that, huh?
What the heck? What the heck are you doing?
Look at
Well,
you,
I'm
old
sitting in my
technology.
freaking basement.
Well, it's light. It looks like a damn studio in there. What the heck are you?
Well,
You some kind of a contractor or something?
it's a pretty nice place. I don't want to boast or brag or anything, but it's kind of high end.
Yeah.
I live pretty good. I live on the upper edge.
Yeah, it's almost 1,000 square feet, right?
This house I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! It's only 840. It's big for me, but
Right.
I don't need much room. I forget where I put stuff, and living in a small home like this sure makes it easy.
So, are you jealous that Wes is up here and you're not here yet?
I talked to him on the phone on the way up.
Yeah, I am a little bit. We got a big weekend planned. Have you ever seen that Adam Sandler movie, Grown Ups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have 4 families headed to Winnipesaukee this weekend. There's going to be 16 of us in a big place on the lake, and it's going to be an absolute show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm
going
gonna
to be
give you
just
the
like that. All the kids.
I'm going to give you the speech that I gave Travis when he said that they had a big lake weekend up in the North Country. You're old now, and hunting season is here. Don't do anything that's going to injure you for hunting season. No fireworks. Make sure you're not skiing, knee boarding, jet skiing, tubing. And when you're walking, it's not out of the realm of possibility that you have somebody to hold on to. So just saying.
I've already packed.
Okay.
I have my walker.
Life alert.
My walker, my life alert. I'm trying to figure out how to subscribe to the InReach thing on my GPS.
Well,
that's a true story about that, though. I've been thinking about that. I probably ought to get that hooked up this year.
You should make sure that you have that and always carry it with you, because you said that your wife Tracy she wants to hunt with you this year. And I asked you if you updated your will and made sure that she knows she's not getting anything. Because she
already knows that. She's seen how much I have.
She doesn't need any more reason to plug you.
No. Well, the best part about it is I get her on the prairie and we walk in one circle and she's going to be lost anyway. So she's going to at least need me to get back to the vehicle. So if there's a crime, it will be at the vehicle.
Just make sure that hide the keys so that way she can't get home on her own, just in case.
She's a wonderful lady, and if you happen to be an injured person, you're probably going to receive unbelievably good care. But if she kills me, she's still not going to get home because she doesn't even know which way we turn when we get off the prairie road. And I think she's listening to this upstairs. I don't know. Yeah, well, there's a pillow down the stairs.
So,
she's just waiting for you to hang up, and then you're going to get it.
Right? Yeah, we'll see her walking up behind you with a knife. Yeah.
Yep. Or a big ass frying pan.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about it, and I mentioned it to Tim about a week ago, but you guys, you just dragged it. I'm thinking, if you got the Plus Size Models podcast going here, I think the Plus Size Models podcast, this would be a great place. I mean, you're always talking about bird hunting and how you can help people and dog training and blah, blah, blah. How about something I'm good at? Let's talk about the top 4 fast food burger joints in this country.
All right.
I need everybody's top 4 burger joints.
All right. I'm in.
Who's going first?
Are we going 4-1, or is this just like a Mount Rushmore type?
Well, we can.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore?
Let's go 4-1 because I have a very, very distinct one.
Okay, so George, it's your question. You start with your number 4, and then Tim can go, and then me and Wes will go.
All right, my number 4 would be Five Guys.
Okay.
That doesn't even break the top 25 in my book.
Oh my
Well, I'm
gosh.
kind of
What
isolated
kind of
over here in
burger
East
joint
Coast.
you guys got in Iowa?
Yeah.
That's that. Well, though I go to the one in Sioux Falls, and it was the 2 times that I've been was just trash.
Okay.
My number 4 is probably Whataburger.
Okay. That's mine. That's my number 3. But my number 4 would be Carl's Jr.'s or Wendy's. Either one. They're both pretty decent for just a quick burger. Wes?
I'd have to go Sonic.
Decent. George, number 3.
You know, I never would have said this number 3 because this place was at about 197. Probably 41, 42 years ago. I took a date to the Dairy Queen, and we received had a couple of hockey pucks. I wasn't very classic. It was in the mall too. But you know, Tyler, you took me to the Dairy Queen right in Stanley, and I'm telling you, I took my wife to one since then, and they're my number 3. They have really come around.
It's a pretty good burger. Pretty good
It
burger.
isn't bad if you don't mind a little drool on the chin.
That's right. Timmy.
Maybe 3 would probably be In-N-Out.
Okay. Mine's going to be Culver's. Butter burger, whatever. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to go with Arby's for number 3. Or I should
Interesting.
say Hardee's, Carl's Jr.
Hardee's, not
Hardee's.
Arby's. I was going to say, does
I was going to say, I didn't
have
think Arby's
They
had a
do.
burger.
They have an Angus burger now.
at
Do they
Arby's?
really?
Really?
I
All
would
right.
never eat there, but
Did you say Angus?
He said anus.
Anus
I
burger.
thought, well, I didn't know what he said. He had a full opened up a can of anus, whatever was going on there.
All scraped off the slaughter room floor right there for you.
George, number 2.
All
Now we're
right,
getting
number
down to the
2.
nitty-gritty.
Number 2. Let's. I got. You know, I'm bouncing back and forth on number 2, but I've only been there once because we're kind of isolated. I don't get out much. I'm thinking Whataburger. I had one there once, and I just about
Pretty good.
died for it. Of course, it was 10 o'clock at night. I've been driving for 12 hours, but it was really good.
Right? Timmy?
I got to find Freddy's. Have you ever had Freddy's?
Never
Smash-
even heard of it.
It's like a smash burger joint. They got real thin fries too. It's really good.
All right.
Their
Their
fries
shakes
are really
Their
good.
shakes are good.
I'm gonna say In-N-Out. Number 2. I had a couple good In-N-Out burgers down in Arizona. They were really, really good.
Yep.
Oh, number 2. I'd have to go with Checkers.
Never heard of that one either. Never heard of
Check
that one.
mark.
I went to a
All
checker.
they serve is burgers and shakes and fries
So
or tater tots.
I know that Wes's top number 1 is not McDonald's, and I got a good. There's a really good reason why that we'll get into at a later date.
He's
but-
wrong on that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The only
Oh, so gross.
the only Checkers I remember is growing up. It was it was a bar and it was right across the street from a strip club when I lived back in Cedar Rapids.
You
Iowa.
are a strip club.
Dude, I'm telling you. I'm
The
telling
third
you.
time tonight that you've
I
brought
haven't
up the
been
strip
for a
club.
while, but I remember good strip clubs.
That's when he bought his first spotting scope as an 8-year-old.
Yeah,
That's right.
Handlebars.
That's why,
Mounted to the handlebars on his bicycle.
that's why I have contacts.
George.
All right. My number 1 is a classic, and it didn't take me much to think about this. It's a double bacon cheeseburger right at the Palamo restaurant.
With nothing on it.
Nothing on it, just cheese, grease, and burger, bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not
Pretty good.
fast food.
It's not fast food, but it can be actually pretty slow.
It's
food.
quite unique. It's quite unique to this podcast.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
true. All right.
They do have a good burger there.
Tim?
You guys, when you go to Montana, are you going to get over by Kalispell at all?
Not Kalispell. No, I'm going to be down by Missoula.
Okay. I got a buddy that has a food truck called Chow Boys, and he makes the
name?
best smash burger bison. Get the double. Don't mess with anything else. Just get the double. It is. It is second to none.
All right. My number 1 is going to be I don't know if it's common yet, but there's a burger place in Minot called Smash Factory. It's the best burger I've ever had.
Doesn't really sound like a fast food joint. though.
It is. It is. There's even a drive-through.
Sounds like something else. Smash Factory.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Sounds like a movie.
Yep.
I like the movie and I like the burger.
I'm going to go with McDonald's. The
How-
reasoning
I
why.
like a man that thrives on consistency.
Okay, the reason why you can go to every McDonald's in this country and you'll never get food poisoning.
You'll also never get real meat.
I know.
Okay.
Kangaroo. Used to be kangaroo, didn't it? Isn't that what they always used to do? It was
it's
always
all
kangaroo.
crap.
You know,
I will say
Yeah.
when I was in college, the best hangover food ever was a double cheeseburger.
Oh,
from
Yes.
McDonald's.
okay. Now,
Double quarter pounder.
top 4 hangover foods, totally different conversation.
Yeah.
Totally different conversation. Number
agree.
1 for me is Qdoba. There is
Ooh.
nothing that will clean you out faster than Qdoba and get you back to feeling like an
True.
actual human being. Let me tell you what. And the burritos are about the size of a human fetus.
Yeah.
Actually, even bigger than that. They're this big. Like they're a good 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
huge.
That's
Yeah,
a
really good.
Poncheros back home is kind of like a Qdoba.
I like Poncheros a lot.
Poncheros is good.
Yep.
Anybody say In and Out?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That was my 3.
Yep. That was my number 3 too. Yeah, I copied Tim a little bit, but it's good.
But where do you go to an In and Out? I've never seen one of those.
South
West
and
Coast.
west?
Yep. South and west.
Yeah, that's why I haven't seen one. I'm just so sheltered.
Yeah, you're sheltered over there in the how many millions of people live within 150 miles of you?
Do they even have cows over in New Hampshire?
Not as many as we used to, because the fields are gone, the trees are grown in, the houses are getting built. They got some, but
That's why he's moving.
yeah,
That's why he's moving. He's going to
Yeah,
pack up all his tools and his mustache, and west he heads.
we're getting overrun. That's all there is to it. It's gone. The country life is gone, and you're not going to get it back. I tried. I fought with them. I'm just no good SOB for having my opinion.
Yeah.
So be it. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
you
getting
need
off-
to
I'm off
you
my
need to
soapbox.
fall in. You need to fall in line like everybody else. Yeah.
I'm not good at that though. God damn, it's not that smart.
So since just real quick to finish, we got to talk about a little bit about the McDonald's story because it involves.
Yeah, it does. Like I
um,
said, it will plug you up. So 2 years ago, right?
2 or 3
2
years,
years
ago.
ago.
Yep.
We're all going to be meeting up in the mountains in Montana to do our little grouse slam tour again.
Mm-hmm.
I whip off into the Buffalo, Wyoming McDonald's on my trip, grab my usual number 7, 2 cheeseburgers, large fry, large iced tea. Their iced tea is delicious.
Number 7.
Delicious.
Driving on up into the mountains, eat my burgers. And needless to say, for 3 days, I laid on the tailgate in the most pain I've ever been in my life.
He drank
Bruce Potter
Imodium
and the Sasquatch Logan Duke went to town and down out of the mountains to get me poop medicine, and it still didn't work.
Yeah.
I drank the whole bottle, took the whole bottle of pills.
But boy,
It was like having a baby. You could see the knot moving through my intestines.
when she let loose,
When she let loose, relief.
I sure wish I'd been there.
We're sitting on the tailgate, and we're a good 200 yards from
Yeah.
the porta potty,
Yeah.
from the outhouse, and all of a sudden Wes gets up and his eyes are real big, and he just takes off running, and then he falls down on the way, and I'm uncontrollably laughing because now I think he probably shit himself.
I thought I did. It was close. It was very close.
It was excellent. So just use McDonald's at in very small doses because it will
Don't eat it before you go into elevation. I think that's what it was. The altitude got to it and it just kind of stopped moving.
it sure wasn't the whatever kind of meat that you actually consumed because whatever it was, I've never seen a person more miserable in my life.
Yeah,
I
that was
thought
terrible.
we were gonna have to take him to the hospital. No kidding. Anyways,
Well, if you'd had a garden hose and a bottle of warm water and some Dawn dishwashing liquid,
he doesn't
you
have
just
one
operated
friend.
on the poor boy right there. It
Not
wouldn't have
one
been pretty. It
friend.
wouldn't have been pretty.
Friend. No, I
It was too far up for that, George.
You could have laid on the ground. They could have been on the tailgate, Wes, and gravity would have taken its course.
I'm telling you right now, before I'm the guy with the garden hose and the Dawn dish soap, I'm digging a hole for him and I'm just kicking him in there. There's not one of my friends that I asked to do that, and I'm not doing it for any of my friends either.
I would have drove myself to town before I let somebody do it.
Wes, you could have just passed it off as altitude sickness.
Right.
Wrong hole for that, though.
Yeah.
That's the hard way to get into the 7,000 foot club.
Yeah.
It's just like when you're overheated, you got to put something up there to get it out of there.
There you go.
I already sent it on to the next one.
All
Okay,
right.
guys, I'll
George,
jump off here and let you get someone on here that's actually serious.
Good to
Hurry
talk
up,
to you,
get out of
George.
here, man.
Yeah, it's creeping up on midnight here on the East Coast. So I gotta
It's 9 o'clock, you old bastard.
So now you're in charge of keeping track of time too. All right.
I can't tell the time zones. I've only missed a dozen podcasts because of people in the wrong time zone. But I right now I'm good because I'm staring at a clock.
All right, guys. Have a good time. I'm going to
See you in
continue
about 10
watching
days,
it.
buddy.
We'll see you. We'll see
George,
you
have a
soon.
good one.
Take care, bud. Bye.
All
Oh
right.
God, you three are gonna. Jeez, you guys are gonna have a time. You boys are gonna have a good time up there.
Well, it's going to be rowdy around here. I'm glad that I don't have any neighbors to call the cops.
Paul's our next guy that's hopefully coming on. I sent him.
2 box.
Yeah. Which
Is it
Paul?
DeWitt?
Paul DeWitt, yeah.
Oh
You
my
bet.
gosh.
All right.
Oh my gosh. We're going to have so much to talk about with him. He single-handedly keeps the ammunition factories.
He's
Going.
better.
He is.
I am impressed.
He's gotten a lot better. Not kidding. Yeah.
I've seen him drink more Boone's Farm in this bar than I've ever seen anyone in
So-
one day.
So those of you who don't know the house rules here at Sharptail Ridge, if you accidentally shoot a hen pheasant, then your first drink of the night is a Boone's Farm, or it doesn't even have to be on accident. He even has the screen name 2 Box. I love it. I love it. That's excellent. And like I've seen people that are shooting at a rooster and then a hen like just commits suicide and flies in the way of the shot. Boone's Farm, full
Yep.
bottle, Boone's Farm.
You got to drink it all.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You got to drink the
Here it
whole
comes.
bottle.
Whole
Whole
bottle.
bottle.
Whole
Woo!
bottle. It's really cut down on the hen killing around here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Mr. Paul, we can't see you very well, and you don't have to hold your phone
It's
up.
workout, man.
Get out of the closet.
Right?
I didn't realize
Where
it.
are you?
Get out of the closet, he says.
Blink twice if you're being held hostage.
Whoa.
Jeez. How is it dark? Is it dark in Michigan at 9 o'clock at
Oh,
night?
It's
Oh,
been
really?
dark for half an hour.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can't. Oh, there we go. Now we can see the cigarette.
There it is.
Yo.
What are you doing outside?
Sitting on the front porch drinking Woodford and smoking Pall Malls.
Excellent. How's the puppy doing?
Oh, she's not a puppy anymore. She's 3. She had puppies this spring.
Did you really?
10 of them.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. That's a
Wow.
pile. You didn't keep one?
Eclipse puppies. They're born April 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to did you come up last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, Sean didn't come up last
Me
year.
and you like went someplace.
That's right. That's
Me and
right. The
you.
last year that you guys were here.
Yep.
Yep.
Paul, you sound just like someone's grandma.
He looks
Well,
just
right.
like someone's grandma, just ripping them.
Back today, I'll do
off.
that.
How did you do in your NAVDA event the other day, or were you just working?
Oh, I was just working.
Oh,
Just helping out. It was good. It was a good time.
So what's new in Michigan? How are the grouse numbers looking?
They're looking pretty good. I want to
You
say
been
they're
out running
up or
dogs at all?
down. What's that?
You're not running dogs at all?
When I can. Yep.
I don't know how you're doing it in the heat and the trees. It doesn't sound like
Well, we're just masochistic, I guess.
you really kind of are.
he's just letting Autumn do
Well,
her thing, and
just
he
kicks,
gets his
just
road
kicks,
counts
kicks
from-
Autumn out and
Yep.
go and
Yeah.
just listens for flushes.
I'm getting ACL surgery scheduled for her, that poor little girl.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
that might slow her down if you leave it.
It really doesn't, though. I do feel bad for her. She's a tripod.
Oh gosh.
What'd she do to hurt her leg?
Well, you've seen her run, right?
Well, yeah. What'd
Yeah.
she hit? I should say.
I don't know. She gives it all. See, I hope first. Is that too fast or too gray in the dark?
You're just dark. We
Yeah.
can't see at all.
I wonder if I could turn the light on.
Oh, for God's sakes, Paul.
It's
That's
on
a
the
lot.
wrong way.
Little better.
You look like you're in the trunk yet.
Yeah, you do.
There you go. That's
really
a little
do look
better.
Like, yeah, you do look
Just
like
the
you're in the
head
trunk.
in the dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got big plans for Labor Day weekend?
Going goose hunting at the Akey farm.
Oh, nice. You guys
It's
going
good.
out tomorrow or what? Or it doesn't open over there until the 1st, does it?
Right. That's Sunday.
Okay.
Yep.
Our
Then
early goose season here has been open for 2 weeks.
Run some dogs on some grouse and woodcock for fun. Get ready, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to be out here right before pheasant opener?
When's pheasant open? I haven't even looked.
12th, is it?
October 12th, I think.
Oh, I'll be there for that. I think I'm coming in on the 14th. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't-
Someplace around there. Maybe it's the 12th. I don't know. Can't get here fast enough though.
The 12th is a Monday. So
Wow.
I'm guessing you'll probably be here that Friday or Saturday.
Right. So I'll be there before it.
Right.
Then we'll have to go to that special place again. It was magical.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. We're not
Did you
going to
shoot
mention where it
something,
was.
Paul?
Huh?
Did you shoot something?
He
Yeah.
shot at things. He shot
Yeah.
some stuff.
We got some huns and some pheasants.
Yep. I missed. I got it on video still. I missed a pheasant pointed over Jesse. Not very happy with myself.
Oh,
Wasn't good.
Happens to the best of them, man.
yeah.
Clearly.
Once
That's
in a
what
while.
happened to me. Yeah, it was not. I was not happy with myself. I don't think Jesse was very happy with me neither. She
Nope.
was very upset.
Have you ever had a dog that like chastised you after you missed?
Oh, I
Gus would do it every single time I missed. Bark at you the whole time.
had yeah.
I always just got the look like, the over the shoulder look like, really? And then
You're
off you
worthless
go.
look, yeah.
Yeah.
The my first dog Ace, I missed a pointed rooster pheasant over top of him at 10 yards, and I missed it 3 times, no excuse at all. And the dog ran a quarter mile back to the truck, crawled underneath the truck, and refused to come out.
Oh,
I was down on my hands and knees, like pleading and begging. I was like, "Come on, buddy, I'm so sorry." And he just like, I'd be looking at him, and he would turn around and put his back to me.
oh,
And he was pissed. It was like 30 minutes of that. 30 minutes of that. That was the last legitimate pheasant. Like even the one I missed over Jesse was 30 yards when it took off, but still very doable. That one was 10 feet, and I was out of shells before it got to 50 feet, and away it flew. Just happy.
yeah.
Throw your
Paulie-
Benelli and jab it in the prairie like a javelin.
I didn't have to do that. I couldn't afford a Benelli back then. Kidding me? It was a Stoker. That was a poor man's Benelli, I think.
I don't
But-
remember who got the David Dean Memorial Javelin Toss Award last year.
There was plenty of candidates last year.
Not me.
Plenty of
Not
candidates.
me.
No, you shot. You since you got your new glasses, you've been shooting pretty good.
I
Once
still
more.
have you in my phone as 2-box though.
He's on the screen as 2-box.
Oh yes.
It's an easy nickname, man. I've had a lot over the
Yes.
years, but I deserve it.
Yep. All right, Paulie, we're gonna get on to the next guy. We'll talk
All
to you in
right,
a
it's
couple
fun, man. See you guys
Later,
this
dude.
weekend.
God, that's funny.
Yeah, it's man, that old dog Ace, I tell you that he was something. He had the most character of any dog. I mean, you talk about wearing your emotions on your sleeve. He was so mad.
Yeah. Gus did
And-
that too. So that, go ahead.
I was going to say one other time he held point for 45 minutes in a cattail slough before I had GPS or even beeper collars. And my buddy Matt finally found him. I thought the dog was gone. I was like, he's got to be a quarter mile away by now looking for birds.
Mhm.
He's like, no, here he is right here. 45 minutes later. And then that bird got up and Matt missed him 3 times. And same thing. Dog ran back to the truck. He was done. He's like, nope.
They want to know
Yep.
the story behind the javelin throw.
All right. So should have left Paul on for that.
Yeah.
But I believe, according to legend, it was something like 8 or 9 pointed pheasants in a row that Dave missed.
Yep.
And on the 9th one, he literally took his Benelli and chucked it, and it stuck barrel down in the mud.
And said, leave it.
And he said,
Wrong.
leave it.
Yeah.
Turn around and start walking back to the vehicle.
Yeah. Somebody went over
Oh.
and picked it up. They gave it back to him, but yeah, he was not a happy guy. Not a happy guy.
I was going to tell the story. There's a creek line that we hunt, and it's got real high banks, real wide creek, and down in the bottom, there's a little ledge where the high water mark kind of thing, and there was a barrel, like a 55-gallon drum, sitting there, and the one end was open, and there's always raccoons in it, right? Gus is just locked. I mean, freaking locked solid on this barrel, and I am just yelling at him to get away from it. So I start walking down there because now I'm mad. And right on the other side of the barrel, backside, rooster flies up, and I miss it. And he did the same thing that you're talking about. He was walking up out of that ditch. And he's rah, 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 just pissed.
Just telling you.
Just giving me the riot act. I'm like, God dang it. Now, son of a bitch. Yeah. Did you get somebody else to come in yet?
No, I have not seen anybody else pop up yet.
He has not answered my R. Barrett, bro. If you're watching, look at your email.
Check your email, damn it.
Yeah. Come on, kid.
Everybody who's out there watching, I would like to say that we're going to get better at this. Chances are this is pretty much what it's going to be.
It'll get better.
Yeah, we're going to try to streamline it, and we'll have, a couple questions. We'll have a couple people telling hunting stories. We'll have somebody, like George, who's, this guy that comes on and asks us what our favorite burger joints are, all that kind of stuff. But we will get better at this eventually. We got about 30 minutes left before Instagram's going to boot us off the stream, though.
I'll add another guy here, and then if R. Barrett gets on there through the email, then we can add him after that.
Yeah,
on another
we'll try
one
to jump on for a quick one. So, Wes, which one of your dogs is the most cynical, chastising?
It was Rooster.
Yeah, he didn't like it very much.
No. And it didn't matter if it was me, my nephew, whoever. If he had that bird pinned and he had to wait for you and you came up there and missed, it was 10 times worse. I mean, he would literally just stand there and look over his shoulder and stare at you until you started walking, and he'd just still stand there.
Oh my gosh.
Like, F you.
And then
this work, and there it went.
And then, like, my little dog CJ, she could care less if I hit a bird or miss a bird. She just wants to, like, stand there, smell it for a while, watch it fly. If Dad shoots it, he shoots it. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Max the exact same way. It's just, all right, we got that one. And he even runs by like Mach 2 and throws the bird at you. Like, all right, let's just keep going.
Just tosses it at you.
Yeah, we're on a mission. This isn't the only one we're going after, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, CJ, funny story. She when I think she was just a year old, this is a kind of steadiness, boys and girls, that you can't train into a dog. This is steady. She was standing on point on a covey of Huns in a wheat field, and one of the guys from down in Kansas, not Big Kansas, but one of the other guys, not Dylan. Anyways, he's got this little wire hair puppy that's about 16 weeks old. And he's got the little dog on the ground, and he's running around. And Wade,
there you go,
Wade.
Yeah,
and CJ is locked up on point, and this little puppy walks up behind her, mounts her, and just starts giving her the business. And CJ just stands there, I was like, well, you can't train that kind of steadiness right there.
No, that's a good girl. So I got another. Michael should be coming on.
Michael, how's it going, man?
No, this is R. Barrett.
Oh, that's R.
Oh,
Barrett.
this is R. Barrett. Never mind.
All right,
Remember,
so
wrong
Michael
guy.
on next.
Michael's on next.
Am I on?
Dude, you're on.
You're on. What can we do for you, man?
Man, I have no idea. I wasn't expecting you to call me.
I told you I was going to put you on the list.
All right. Well, sounds good. Yeah, I'm just sitting on my back patio, enjoying the sunset out here in Colorado, watching Pikes Peak, and enjoying you guys chatting away.
Are you guys going to be able to get out and go chase some ptarmigan up there here pretty quick?
Boy, I was hoping to. We were going to go not this weekend, but next weekend. But I recently blew my back out. I ruptured a disc, and
Ooh.
I don't know. It kind of threw an entire wrench in my entire season.
Oh,
Yeah, no
yikes.
kidding.
Yikes.
Dang.
Yeah, we're going to start with some blue grouse and try to get some ptarmigan up in the hills next weekend, and then from there head back outside of Colorado Springs, home for a day, and then up to Montana, and then hit Wyoming on the way home.
So did you
Oh.
rupture
And-
the disc in your back by doing work or by doing something that that was silly, like skiing or
You know,
snowboarding or
Picking
No,
up
it
like
was-
a pillow.
probably too many years of hard labor and too many birthdays, and then the strop broke the camel's back at work, and
That'll do
nothing
it.
nothing real major.
Oh, that's too bad, man. Well, we really hope that you get better soon and get out there and get after some birds. And we're going to do
Yeah.
another one of
Yeah.
these in a couple of weeks. Come and give us a progress report.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna change plans a little bit. I think I'm gonna get up to Wyoming for some sage grouse to just stay on some flatter ground for
There
a
you
few
go.
days, and
Don't forget
before
the
surgery,
sage
see how that goes.
grouse- Sage grouse permit
Yeah, don't forget your
Your
permit.
actual
Yep, copy
permit
that.
here for
Yep.
all you listening. that are
Copy
going to
that.
Wyoming.
All right.
So, if
well-
any of you guys have been up there, would you go northern Wyoming? I don't want a specific spot, but what part of the state would you go?
Not far north of you.
Yeah.
Stay down in
Okay.
the south part.
Yep.
Yeah.
Copy.
Absolutely.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, come back and let us know how you
Cool.
ended up doing.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Have a good one.
All right. We got Michael in here as well. That's not Michael, by the way. That's Badger Mike. Just
Oh, it's
Just-
Badger Mike.
just
Is
letting
he
you guys
from
know.
Wisconsin? Is he from Wisconsin?
He is not from Wisconsin.
Okay.
No.
Well, if he was from Wisconsin, we couldn't let him in.
No, that is not a Wisconsin guy right there.
No, sir. A little farther west, huh, Webster?
Yeah, slightly. I mean, like the Pacific Coast West.
About as far west as you could go, but you probably don't know. I've been up in Montana now for the last 4 years. Now I'm not too far from you, about 2 hours away.
Okay. How's birds looking over there in eastern Montana?
Looking pretty good. It was a pretty wet spring. Got some nice rain here late in the spring, or excuse me, late in the summer. So I think numbers will be pretty good again.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Badger Mike is gone.
Lost
Badger
him.
Mike's down.
Man down.
He's been abducted by
he's-
aliens. I think he turned his screen off.
Sorry, I lost you there for a second.
There we
There
go.
we go.
All right. So, yeah, from everything I've been hearing out there, it looks like it's going to be pretty good again over there in eastern Montana.
I think I lost you guys there for a second. Sorry. I
Yeah,
don't know
you
if can hear
did.
me
We
or
got.
not.
Can you hear us?
Hold on here.
Oh, can you hear us?
God damn it.
Bueller.
There we go. Jeez.
Bueller.
There we are.
Sorry. But yeah, numbers looking pretty good, and so I had the dogs out quite a bit since about the second week of August, and yeah, numbers looking pretty good. Numbers are
How
always
did
pretty good.
I heard that they changed the rules over there on what on when you can run dogs. Is
Yeah,
that
correct.
just non-residents or is that residents as
Just
well?
well, kind of both, because it used to be kind of open season, but now residents can start August 1st, but you have to buy a bird training license.
Good.
And then non-residents can't start till the season starts September 1st.
That's how it should be here too. That's
Yeah.
exactly the way that it should be.
I think honestly Montana's going to go to kind of the North Dakota model as far as the licensing in general with the 2 week or 14 days, which I think makes sense. I think also, and again, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but they should stagger, I think, opening days like North Dakota does. Let the residents get out there first, let the non-residents come in second. I think that's the fairest way to do it.
I think so too. And I mean, like, it's gonna keep some of that goodwill for the locals. They're still gonna get to see all that non-resident money coming in, which they really enjoy, but they're gonna have a week to themselves. And like, after all the problems that they've had over there in the last couple of years with people going out there with like 40, 50 dogs and setting up camp July 15th and running every day on public land, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. And
No.
it's like, I think that the way they did it, let the residents go out there so that way they're not, like somebody like you who has a bunch of dogs, it's not fair for you not to be able to go out either. but or just say that non-residents can't run on public land. Tell them they have to go
Yeah.
on private.
Yeah,
Like
I think
here in North Dakota, we can't run on plots until September 1st. So
I agree 100% because again, too, you're putting stress on those young cubbies at a time where they're very susceptible to predators. They can't fly as strong. You're putting a lot of stress on the bird right out of the nest. Tyler, you used to talk about this. It's beneficial for your dogs even to wait longer in that season when those birds can really fly and get away from your dogs. It's more beneficial. And just like anything, the more money that comes in kind of, pushes the way things go. But I think you're 100% correct. It's only fair to let the residents get in there first. They're here all year long. And, most guys, I think 14 days is enough days because most guys can't come out and they don't have enough dogs or boot leather to last more than 4 or 5 days.
Well, honestly, it's. I always thought it was kind of crazy as somebody who gets a Montana license every year. Anyways, it's like $100 or $109 or whatever it is for the entire season is pretty wild. I mean, here in North Dakota, I think we're still pretty cheap, and we're $126 or something like that, $128 for 2 weeks. Yep. You go down to Arizona, it's $160 for a season long or $20 a day. I like that rule. If you want to, if you're going to be here for a week, then it's, you might come back, then just buy the $160 season long or offer the different, whatever, make it $250 for a season or $125 for 2 weeks. I'm going to pay the $250. It's fine with me.
I think things have changed too, right? Like there used to be, the 3-day license for most people was enough for them, right? You come out, but now you have guys who again can get so much time off. People who can, come out for multiple guys who are retired,
work remote.
Yeah, exactly. And you see people who come up, and again, I did it for years. Again, it's not like chastising someone, but you come up here and you can just come up and shut up camp for a week, 2 weeks, and then leave. You're not really putting too much into the the overall community or whatnot, and that kind of ruffles feathers, right? And it always comes down to even here in Montana, everyone loves to hunt block management. Well, if private landowners pull out of block management, guess what? We're going back, and that's what I think. And not to go on a soapbox, but when we look at things here in the U.S., it's like, do we want to go and start looking like Africa and other places where all the game is on these big private ranches and preserves, or do we want to keep having public land so anybody can go out there and enjoy it anytime? And so there's like, I like what Randy Newberg says, right? Instead of making the share of the pie smaller, let's make the pie bigger.
Right.
And,
right.
Yeah. So, yeah. 100%.
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
They want to know why they call you Badger Mike.
Oh boy, dude, that nickname now has become a lifestyle. So a little bit. Me and Tyler met a long time ago before podcasting when Ron Bain only had probably about 20 listeners, and 2 of them were me and Tyler.
That's right.
So that turned into a friendship, and I actually went out and lived with Tyler for a season, and I kept saying
I came up here the first year.
That's correct. Yes, sir. That's right. Yeah. All the Michigan old timers they about killed me. Freaking Gary made these peppers stuffed with cheese and venison meat, and about freaking blew my colon out.
Yeah, but I can't remember who shot that badger. But anyway,
dude, people underestimate. You remember, dude? You saw that badger dirt flying in the air. You didn't even say a word. You had the old Ford. Sent on the brakes. Me and Dave Dean fly into the dashboard, and Tyler's already halfway out in the field. Badger. We end up smoking this, good-sized badger. It dies in the hole. They called me Badger Mike because I went back to the house, got a shovel and a treble hook on a fishing line, and dug it out of the hole. But the real story was Dave Dean, because we didn't know if it was dead or not. Dave Dean said, "Watch out, I've been to Vietnam. I was a tunnel rat." Fucking sticks his arm down in there and grabs the badger and is like, "Oh, I can't get it out." And me and Tyler are sitting there like shocked that he would stick his arm down in the
my arm down a badger hole.
Wow. He moved on, and then after that, it just became every time I saw a badger. I've taken a couple. I really enjoy like the fur. I really enjoy the animal, and so it just kind of became a nickname. And I'm short and small and kind of ornery, so
that's right. Yeah, that's right. It fits. It fits. Right. Well, Mike, awesome. we got to boot you because Instagram's going to boot us here in about a minute. So I'm going to wrap the show up. We'll talk to you.
You guys have a great time. Tyler,
yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, man. You too. All right, guys. Thank you very, very much for listening to this. We're going to go ahead and end this episode now. Next week, or the next time we do this, we're going to stream it on the Rooster Tales, or not Rooster Tales. God dang it. I keep on saying that. The Prairie Tales podcast page. I'm thinking about Travis and those guys, and anyways,
fantasizing.
Yeah, right. His
Little
his
buddy. He's the little buddy.
his little,
He's the little buddy.
he's our little bald brother. But we're going to be doing this on that Instagram channel over there in a couple of weeks. Thank you guys very much for sticking with us, and hopefully it wasn't too bad. We'll talk to you guys all next week.
Have a good one, guys.
Later.
So now I need to go into my Instagram and end live video. Peace out, guys. All right. So download your video, view this, and okay, whatever. So that's that. Now I can end the video here, and hopefully it's going to give me an option to get that audio at some point.
It should compile it. You should be able to get it.
It should, yeah. And then I'm gonna have to edit out the first little bit. But Timmy, I hope this all
That was
worked.
good, dude. Yeah, I think it was
Hope
good.
it all worked.
There's a whole bunch more people. I think next time we I'll write down the names and I'll have all the emails like ready to go.
Yep. And we'll just kind of like every 10 minutes, just boom, 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 boom.
I think maybe if we do it and during the show, people give us the email and then I'll just write it down and do it that way.
Yep. Just send it in the chat on the
Just
live.
when you're on the live, send me your email and I'll
Dude,
add it and do it.
I timed that really well. I just got a message here about 30 seconds ago. Instagram has disconnected the stream. They currently
Nice.
disconnect the stream after 1 hour for most users. If you want to continue streaming on Instagram, you can remove this destination from the stream and re-add it. So-
George just told us good job. I'm getting lots of messages from people that enjoyed the show.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was
No,
fun.
we can also
even.
when we get this really going, we can do YouTube once we all
Yep. We can do live on YouTube.
once we get it really rolling and just do a live stream to where
Yep.
I think by the time we get up to your place, I think we should do a live stream one while we're at your house when I come up
100%.
on the 6th or whatever that is. Yeah, the 6th.
100%.
I think that's what we should do that day. That would be fun.
Sounds good, Timmy. Well, we're going
All
to
right, buddy. All right, boys.
Talk to you later.
Talk to
See
you
you, Tim.
later.